It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Love is in the air, isn't it, Ben?
That's right. Although I will say it feels a little more like Halloween than Valentine's with how many Halloween questions we had from Mason today.
I didn't notice. Was he talking about? Was he asking people if they wear sexy Halloween costumes in every?
He loves spooky season. He loves to get scared, is what it is. It's definitely not a segue to asking about role playing.
Yes,
it's definitely not a segue.
Not a segue to asking about alternative movies like Academy Award-winning motion picture Her, starring famous actor Joaquin Phoenix, and
cinematographer would love that. Yeah.
Yes. No, it's an alternative movie that he can't believe other people have seen.
Yes. And well, yeah, very alternative, very
starring indie. Amy Adams, Scarlett Johansson, and Joaquin Phoenix. I can't believe you've seen that.
Nobody's ever heard of it before. And also clearly he's in these pods on Love is Blind because it's his sexual fantasy because of her, right?
Yeah,
because it's the sexy voice fantasy that he had. I mean, this guy is, look, we don't kink shame here. We don't kink shame, but it's pretty clear why this guy came on the show.
He's a certified
kinks
freak.
And he's trying to fulfill them. All right.
He wants to do sexy nurse role play, but AI sexy nurse.
Yeah.
Role play. It's her, but Scarlett Johansson talking about dressing up as a nurse.
Hey, it works.
And then, so based on the movie Her, spoilers, he wants to be broken up with at the end of this.
Right. Yeah.
By the AI.
Men on Love is Blind. Yeah.
Yes. But well, I think the men want to break hearts on Love is Blind.
Yeah, that's true.
They want to have the power. I think he wants to be cucked by the AI.
Ooh, yeah. And he just wants it to be Halloween every day.
Yeah, he does. He wants to be Halloween every day. And I think Madison is even saying, like, I want you to say that you want me. And
dude, Madison plays into all of this. She knows exactly what Mason wants. Like she gives in fully.
It's like
in episode 3.
Is she AI? How is she real? You know?
She might be. She did say that she gets into robot mode a lot.
That's true. She could be a robot. Her and Meg could be robots.
So when she said that, do you think Mason got excited?
I
don't know. She didn't say that to Mason. She said it to Alex. But if she said it to Mason,
I mean, the guys talk. They might talk about it. Yeah. We don't see them talking.
I think she might be a robot.
I think she's a robot.
I think she's AI, dude. She's AI.
Yeah. So at the end, she's going to say all of the women are actually bonding together, and we're all going to get married. And we're going to leave all of you.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the secret lives of Love is Blind wives.
Ooh, I like
who got married.
Let's get a pitch deck together
Let's get a pitch deck. Let's do that. And they're going to go, queer people on Love is Blind. Blasphemous. Never.
We only do that for the ultimatum once every
Only
4
for the
years.
ultimatum. Once in a blue moon. When the planets align. Well, before we get into things, welcome to Reality Alert. I'm Max Geyser. This is Ben Overzet. We are the Big Rascals. That is right. It is season 8, our 8th season of Love is Blind coverage. But today is the 5th anniversary of the series premiere of Love is Blind. Can you believe it?
It's crazy.
Looks like we made it. It looks like we made it. We're still kicking.
It's crazy.
Yes.
The big pandemic hit.
Yes. And now it's like we are the pandemic. Reality Alert.
Yeah.
We're a virus.
Just a never-ending pandemic.
Yeah, we are. Like we're infecting your minds.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's cool because on our main feed, you can check out all of our Love is Blind US coverage. But if you want to hear our coverage of the international seasons, like Love is Blind Germany, Love is Blind Sweden, Love is Blind Mexico, Love is Blind Brazil, Love is Blind Habibi, Love is Blind Season 1 is actually on there, The Ultimatum South Africa, and more seasons of content, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/reality alert. It starts at only $5 a month, and you get all of that past content and future content, and it's a great way to support the podcast. That's patreon.com/reality alert. So be sure to check that out.
Yes, and today we're recapping episodes 1 through 3. Tomorrow we're doing 4 through 6.
Yes. Oh, and be sure to leave us a voicemail. This is for anyone at 1-804-BAD-BOYS. That's 1-804-BAD-BOYS. The Bad Boys hotline is open. Let us know if you have any questions for us and our thoughts and things. Let us know your hot takes. That's 1-804-223-2697, and we will answer your questions. Last week, we had a lot of fun with that last season, so hit us up. Let us know your biggest AI fantasy or your favorite Halloween
your Halloween costume.
Please, we need to know. Or we'll leave this pod.
Sexy ones only.
Let us know your attachment theory thing, please. I need to know. Are you avoiding, anxious, secure, or the other one? Please, that's the best way to start dating. With depressing.
Are you more of a Velcro person or a glue person? This is what we need to know.
Duct tape.
Duct tape.
Safety pin. We need to know.
Stapler.
Yeah, all that good shit. All right, let's get into it. Wow. You know we're in Minnesota because it starts out with snow. Ben, we're having not a white Christmas, but it's a nice day for a white wedding. That's a Billy Idol song, Ben, and you kind of know who he is because we've been over this. He was in The Wedding Singer. Wow, it really all ties together with weddings.
Wow, okay.
I think he was on the plane in that movie. Okay.
Oh, so it was just a cameo appearance.
I believe so.
Yeah, okay.
That's
how I found out who Bowie was he was in Zoolander as a cameo.
And then they actually played the real song, I Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore. That's like kind of their new thing.
That's
but
like the Minnesota anthem, right?
Yeah, it's a Prince song, so I can't.
Prince is from Minnesota, right?
Yes,
I knew
and
that.
So is Lizzo. That. Maybe we'll get a Lizzo song too. This isn't really a Prince song though.
You know who else is from Minnesota? The Coen brothers.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of cool.
We actually got 2 real songs during this 3-episode thing, which was new. That was new. We normally don't get 2 real songs. I'll point out when the other one happened because I was like, wait,
do you think either of them are on any of Mason's sex playlists?
Definitely. I think it was David's sex playlist.
Was it Mason? Okay, it was David. I just assume all horny things Mason.
All of the guys are creepy and weird, okay?
They're all very horny men, yes.
And they all have bad vibes and red flags.
I just love how every guy, every season always asks the question, so how important is sex to you?
No, the woman in that scene asked it. It was weird. It was a flip. He didn't ask it.
There was another guy who asked it.
Oh, okay. A woman asked the question. It was very progressive. Let's go, ladies.
Yeah.
Let's go, ladies. She brought it up. Is sex important to you?
Just one of these times I want to hear someone go, no, not at all. And then the other person goes, thank God.
Thank God. I just want to go to sleep.
I'm just exhausted.
Yes.
You know? So
maybe have 2 minutes of missionary sex once a year.
Just
and
on birthdays.
Otherwise, can we just have ice cream every night? Like, I don't care.
I just want to cuddle.
God.
It's too cold in Minnesota.
Can we have asexual Love is Blind, please?
Please. That'd be great. I would love
I know.
Get some representation.
I'm tired of these freaks, after a while, it's just enough.
They're too horny. They gotta go.
They're too. Okay. So, I'm excited for a snowy wedding though. I don't think we've had a snowy wedding before, have we?
No.
It's very exciting.
How do we know this took place during the winter though? Did they shoot this in the winter?
Did you not watch the first 30 seconds of
this?
Well,
yeah, but that's just the background. That's like their little.
But it showed the wedding. They pull up to the wedding and it's snowing.
Oh, Okay.
So I don't think you watched the first 30 seconds.
I thought it was B-roll. I don't know.
Okay, in the beginning,
I was probably getting my notes app.
Okay,
all right?
They blocked out their faces, but like it shows somebody pulling up to like the front of like a big estate, like they normally do, and somebody gets out, but it's snowing.
Whoa.
So that's why I was like, we're having a true white wedding, like a white Christmas, because it's snowing.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a snow. So do you think people are gonna pull up in skis and stuff?
Probably.
Do you think that how sometimes you take shuttles to weddings when you go to weddings? Like everybody hops on a shuttle?
Yeah, like from the hotel.
Yeah. Do you think that they're going to drive across a frozen lake like they drive across school buses like we talked about on our cast breakdown a lot?
They're going to drive through like an ice hockey game to get there.
Yeah, they're going to do that shit. Yeah. Okay. So the Nick and Vanessa in the lounges, once again, very disappointing.
I'm Vanessa Lachey.
And I'm Nick Lachey.
Obviously, just say it. We want to hear you say the thing. That's your tagline.
He thinks he's reinventing himself, but he's not. It's not cool.
Okay, it's like you meet Superman and he just goes, "I'm super."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Super what?" "I'm super." "You Superman." All right. It's like you meet Bill Nye and he goes, "I'm Bill Nye You're the science guy." It's frustrating. It is. They say it's the biggest season yet with more individuals than ever. Did it feel like that at all? Did you feel like this was
a little bit? Because what we already in just these first 3 episodes we have 2 couples coming out, or is it just the one?
Only one.
It was only one, but we do have a lot of love triangles going on. Mason's involved with several people.
We do.
Madison's involved with several people.
I feel like we're still going to end up with like 5.
Kevin has a love triangle.
That's true. We do. I still feel like we're going to end up with like 5 couples though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when we get to
there's a lot. I'll say this: there's a lot of main character energy amongst all these contestants.
You're true. No, you're right. There are,
but but you're right. I didn't feel the quantity. I didn't feel like
I wasn't like, whoa, there's so many people.
Yeah,
I still feel like it was narrowed down to like not an alarming.
Maybe if they had like 5 guys on the couch at once talking to one girl.
Yeah, it still felt like the same amount of people. Just everybody was really dating a lot.
Yes, they were dating hard.
Yes. We got a short King. We got somebody, Ashley. She doesn't end up really being a character, but she says that her tattoos throw guys off, but that's not who she is at all because she has such a big heart. Do people with tattoos normally have small hearts? Are they Grinch-like, do you think?
Yeah, well, they're evil. They're sinners.
They're evil.
They put ink on their bodies, so that's not what God would want, obviously.
Yeah, they can't be buried in Jewish cemeteries, so they're off the list. That's what I was.
This is a very God-loving cast, so we need to remember that.
I
like. By the way, I like this guy Tom who loves Costco. That was like his big thing.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with Costco.
Well,
but if he would have made it further, I bet if he gave it a big boom.
Yeah, he didn't give it 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he didn't talk about the double chunk chocolate cookie. And a chicken bake.
It would have been great if for each woman that he was dating, he's like, I give you a boom. And then for the ones he didn't like, he goes, I give you a doom.
That would have been sick.
It's too bad.
Yeah, but people
I can't believe that Target is letting them talk about Costco on Love is Blind Minnesota. That's
true. That's fucked up.
That's really fucked up. It's like having Green Bay Packers fans on a Love is Blind Minnesota show.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Are the Vikings a newer team? Are they?
The Vikings and the Packers have a huge rivalry. This is like a slap in the face.
Okay, but
to Minnesotans.
Are the Vikings a newer team?
Not that new.
Like, are they like? I don't know if this is a term in the NFL, like not an expansion team, but you know what I mean, like. Because I would wonder if
1961.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count. That's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Why are you having Packers fans on Love is Blind Minnesota? It's a slap.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
I'm worried now about Love is Blind Denver that we're gonna have like a bunch of Chiefs fans on the show. I'm worried. I don't like that.
Well, none of them are gonna live in Denver, Ben. So don't worry about it.
I'd be surprised. There's so many.
I'm just saying nobody actually lives in the cities where they are supposed to live. So
what do you mean? Hold on. What?
Like in Seattle, everybody lived in Portland. So I'm saying, they could actually live in Kansas City and be on Love is Blind Denver. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
There are a lot of Kansas City people that live out here though.
No, yeah.
Because they know Denver is better, so they moved here.
Hot take. Everybody scolding hot take. Scalding. Nick Lachey said something that stood out to me, Ben. He said, it's not about what you look like, not about your race, not about your age, your income, because love is blind. I just want to say, I'm pretty sure in every season, the topics of what you look like, your race, your age, and your income have all come up and been significant plot points even before the reveal.
That's all kind of first date stuff that you talk about
in
on
the
any
pods.
First date, even not in the pods in real life.
I know, but in the pods, people talk about race, they talk about age and income.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not about that like it is in the real life.
Yeah.
Like,
just don't worry about any of that.
Here, we're talking about who you are, not that stuff. And I'm like, people...
We want to know your sexy Halloween costumes. We don't want to know your finances, okay? Come on.
The first thing people ask is who old you are. How can you say your age doesn't matter?
It's been huge plot points in previous seasons, the age differences.
Yeah. And then people go, what's your job? Income is there. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Income has also been an issue.
Race has been an issue.
Race has been an issue. Yep. It's still going all the way back to season 1. We've had all these things have been happening.
And people always hint at their race. Like, it always comes up. And I mean, like, people sometimes get mad at the cast members for, like, hinting what they look like and stuff, like how with Chelsea. But I think, like, Shane said this. I know that, like, he's not the most reliable person ever, but he's, like, other cast members, too. He's like, everybody talks about what they look like in the pods. Like, you don't see everything, but, like, you talk for hours. Like, it's never come up.
It's never subtle. Like, things are always going to come up somehow in some way. Like, you're going to, like in this episode, for instance, when someone asks, like, oh, are you a fitness freak or should
exactly
very health conscious, whatever. Yeah.
Like, I don't, and if you're short and that's something you're insecure about all the time, like, it's probably going to come up because it's on your mind all the time and it's going to come up.
Yeah,
or if you're tall and that's something that's like just part of like your everyday life and you're talking about it, like, it's going to come off. Not even that you're like bragging about it. It might just come off in like a story or something, like, I was tall, so I couldn't sit in like the back of the plane. So like this, you know what I'm talking? It just
if
comes
you're a
out.
Professional basketball player, people will probably assume you're tall.
Exactly. So
if you were a former NBA dancer, people might assume you're very good looking.
Yeah. No, all those really unattractive NBA dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying it. Hell, like
no, I just think it's really. We need to convince
AD a couple.
Ben, we need to convince the listeners of this, guys. Nick Lachey is wrong. Okay, I know you're on his side.
Yeah, get your protest signs. We're going
to Nick's house. Obviously,
Nick's house.
Okay, let's get into this. Daniel, we meet Daniel for the first time.
Damn, Daniel.
Do you remember Damn Daniel?
I did. I had to look it up. And
Daniel.
I was like, I completely missed this trend when it came out.
Damn Daniel.
Damn Daniel.
You don't remember Damn Daniel? He got to go on Ellen. Did you watch him go on Ellen?
Got them white vans again.
Damn Daniel with the white vans.
No, I was cracking up at it. It was fun.
I know it shouldn't be funny.
But it was my first time ever seeing it today. So.
I'm glad that you found it funny. It shouldn't be funny. It was funny.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't know if it was funny or not. I didn't remember.
Funny. I was like, oh, that's funny.
I know.
Yeah. I wasn't like dying laughing.
No, it's not like
chuckle.
It's not us, but it is funny for a random thing a high schooler did.
Yeah.
Whenever I see Paul Dano, I go, "Damn, Dano!" That's what I like to do.
That's cool. You see him a lot.
Yeah, because I live in LA. I live right next to him. So he lives
in New York. Actually.
When I come out in the morning, he has multiple houses. When I come out in the morning and we're both getting the paper from the mailbox, I go, "Damn, Dano!" Yeah, that's what we do. Me and Dano.
And then you ask him about the Riddler, and you ask him all these.
Yeah, and then I say, "What's your sexy Halloween costume gonna be?" And then I close my eyes and I go, "Oh my god, are you a computer? I want to fuck you." Yeah. Damn.
What's Zoe Kazan like? What's her favorite Halloween costume?
Yeah, and then she goes, "Stop talking about fucking my husband, please." Please. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The life of LA, I tell you what.
I start asking her about her father and how he was a genius and all of this stuff, and why did he betray Arthur Miller and all this, it gets like this whole very complicated.
Wow.
Yeah.
A day in the life of someone who lives in Los Angeles.
I'm basically a celeb. I have a podcast, so they ask me more questions than I ask them.
Well, sure, obviously.
Everybody's very curious about.
It's a big time conversation starter when you say you have a podcast.
People are very curious about men's podcasts these days.
Yes.
It's very rare for a guy to have
two straight white men. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very rare for us to have podcasts.
Very rare.
Yeah. Yes. Daniel, he's short. And
good. Yeah, that's a good introduction.
That's probably the only thing I have to say about him.
Damn, Daniel!
You're tiny.
Damn, Daniel!
Yeah, short. That's my impression of the damn Daniel guy saying that he's short.
Can you believe they both want a family? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I think that might be true love.
One thing that stood out to me was that he says he hopes to find someone in 50 years because the physical piece goes away. Does he think that he's going to not be short in 50 years?
I think he thinks his dick falls off. He said the piece goes away. What do you think the piece is?
Have I told you my Jeremy Renner theory?
About his dick falling off?
Yeah, I think that when he got in that accident with the snow machine, that he lost his dick. I'm pretty sure.
What happened?
I don't know. He made such a big deal about it. It just seems that he lost his dick and balls.
Just because he deleted his app?
He deleted his app. He stopped doing Jeep commercials. He stopped making music. He made this whole recovery thing, and he seems fine otherwise, but he still talks about all this therapy and stuff that he's doing. I'm pretty sure he lost his dick and balls.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
from that, huh?
I'm pretty sure the physical piece went away.
Wow. I don't know. I would have heard about it through the app. I feel like.
And
he pretty much laid it all out on the app.
And Paul Dano told me about it.
Oh, you and Dano.
Yeah.
Quick gossiping.
Paul Dano was like
I always knew Dano was a gossip girl.
And I was like, "Damn, Dano, you told me he lost his dick and balls."
Dano's
wow.
Like, don't on your podcast, don't.
Wow, like 25 years early too. That's crazy. Yeah. So Daniel's sister was born blind, and seeing how she loves people, he's like, maybe that's exactly what Love is Blind is like.
Yes.
Even though the second half of the experiment, you do see people.
Yes.
Does his sister therapize people? Does she set the example for him?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the therapizer, or is that Alex? Who's the therapizer?
That's Alex.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What's Daniel's deal? He's
short.
Just short.
Well, and look, I'm not saying it. He's saying it.
Yeah, I'm actually not making fun of him for being short.
No,
it's
not
just
at all.
When it's just what people say.
Brings up Short King season a lot.
Yeah. I don't care. Like I don't care that people are short. Ben,
no, he's a handsome guy.
I just want to say I'm not making fun of short people. I have a short friend, so I can't be making fun of short people. I have a short friend, so it's impossible.
Does he know that you call him the short friend?
I can't be prejudiced against short people because I have a short friend.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, he gives me permission to call him Shorty, so it's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Peter Dinklage is your friend? Really?
Yeah.
You know all these people in Hollywood. It's wild.
Me, him, Dano, Jeremy Renner.
It's crazy.
We hang out. We meet Taylor. She's a colonoscopy nurse who is done with first dates. She's done with them. She's done with assholes. Oh wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. She's not. She's getting all up in those assholes. We meet Brittany. She says she's never been on so many first dates in one day. What a loser. This is like rookie stuff. This is rookie stuff.
When I was single, it was 100 first dates a day.
A day. Come on. It's a numbers game, Brittany. You got to work on that. Am I saying her name right? Brittany, correct? I believe so. Brittany.
I think so.
Yeah, Brittany.
That's how people have been pronouncing it when they talk to her.
Yes, or she goes by B. Dot.
Yeah.
So she played in. I think she currently coaches D1 basketball, and
that's no joke. You got to be really good
that's
to be coaching D1.
And he coaches assistant girls varsity basketball, and I think he also later talks about some other basketball ventures that he has. So they're both into basketball. But she's 34 and he's 28. Wait a second.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
I thought
Nick said.
I thought this wasn't about age.
The editor should have edited it out.
I give it a doom. I thought this was about Costco.
One big
doom. I give it a doom. But they talk about children. Devin in Virginia, he has over 100 pairs of sneakers, and he's a foodie. Isn't it weird how everybody is a foodie? I want to meet somebody who hates food on these shows. I don't like food. I would find that interesting more than everybody saying.
You want them to cast more anorexic people.
No, they still.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, that would be more interesting than these people who everybody says they're a foodie, but there's no way that everybody is actually a foodie.
No.
There's no way all these people go.
Such a foodie. I like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. And Arby's, too. It's crazy.
All these people go to
restaurants. Try all the different places.
They go to all these different cuisines.
Olive Garden. Chili's.
Yeah. See, that would be more interesting than whatever these people think, that they're foodies. Yeah. I don't trust them. I don't call myself a foodie. I'm just a regular guy, Ben. A regular guy with all the different attachment theory problems.
Just a regular guy who's friends with Paul Dano.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage, Dickless Jeremy Renner, all the issues. We meet Joey. He gives off golden retriever vibes, people say. He's a regular Mr. Peanut Butter of Love Is Blind.
Hey, that's cool.
It's pretty sick.
I wrote down in my notes, he's kind of got the vibe of Shane meets Pete Holmes.
I see that.
Yeah.
He's very Minnesotan.
Very Minnesotan.
His accent is straight out of a season of Fargo.
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
He's the first guy in a while that I'm not getting the major ick from. You know what I mean? I'm not oh, this guy's huge red flags. He seems he teeters more to normal on first impression.
Yeah, but don't get too comfortable, Ben. I just want to make sure
I know. You never
Ben, you don't get too comfortable with these men.
I know it. It's okay. We got Super Aster in the chat. Which of these men do you think have a secret family or restraining order?
Secret family, it's hard.
Secret family is tough.
See, yeah. I'm not getting secret family vibes from any of them. You know what? If anybody had a secret family, I actually think it would be Joey.
Maybe.
Restraining
because he is Mr. Nice Guy. He's putting on this
facade. Secret restraining order, David.
I could see that,
but I don't think that he does.
Yeah.
I'm actually not getting restraining order vibes from anyone this season.
Yeah, maybe we should do like a checklist at the beginning of every season that says, will someone have restraining order? Will someone be a stalker? Will someone have a secret family? We should do like a checklist for that.
Yeah. Joey and Monica, they hate on country music.
What is this, Friends?
I know. Oh my God. Actually, Joey and Monica never dated. They didn't date on Friends.
No. But now we get the chance to see it.
If she was Rachel, Joey and Rachel had a brief thing in later seasons, but the two actors really hated it. The fans never liked it. Was not appreciated well and wasn't a real thing.
Right. Unlike Joey's, follow-up show, which was a huge hit. So.
Yeah, it was really big. Who was there was a famous actress on that show. Who was on that show?
Oh, it's the woman from Palm Springs who's on Batman now, right?
Oh, Kristen Milotti, right?
Yeah, wasn't she on it?
I think so, right? Yeah, she's so fucking good. Have you seen Penguin? She's really good on it.
I haven't seen Penguin, but I've seen Palm Springs, and
she's great.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
She's like the reason to watch Penguin. I mean, Colin Farrell is really good too. But yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot.
It's worth it for the acting. I mean, the show otherwise is like mixed bag, but the acting's really good. Anyway, they hate on country together, which I really like. Not just for country music opinions, but I really like seeing people unite out of hate together, because I think that that's a really good way to like get along with somebody hating. Drinking the haterade together. Yeah. We don't see that fucking enough here.
Yeah.
It's always people just being like, oh, we like foodies. Oh, we like these things. It's like, you need to hate on shit together. What do you dislike?
Yeah. Nothing bonds people more together than hate.
It's literally true. Let's talk some shit. True. I know. People are so positive. It's like, this is weird. Are they straight from the 90s? Is this the 90s? Because they both swing dance?
Swing dancing, yeah.
That is...
I don't even know where you can do that.
Well, this is what... Do you remember when I said, like when you were going through the cast reel and somebody's fashion, I felt like was from the past decade?
Yeah.
And it's like someplace... It's like, is dancing-wise, is Minnesota like a bunch of decades behind us and everybody still swing dances there?
I don't know.
Is swing dancing still...
Prince is from there, so it's like, I don't know.
Well, Prince had his heyday a while ago,
It's true. Dead. It's true. If they were stuck in Prince decade, then who could blame them?
Exactly. But, Prince wasn't a big... didn't make swing dancing music.
He didn't. No.
That's his thing. She says she's close with her family in Chile, and then asks if he's close with his family, and he is, and she's like, okay, good, because if you weren't close with your family, this would be over. If you grew up in a broken home and your parents are bad people, or you came from the foster system, God forbid, we couldn't continue this relationship, because people should be judged on the families that they grew up in.
That's right. Yeah. And if you did grow up with a foster family, they should be the most important people of your lives. Okay.
I feel like that does come up a lot. And I actually don't think that like that necessarily would be her reply, or that like it matters. But I do feel that there is a certain like ethos to that like does kind of bother me when people say like, oh, it's really important that the person I'm going to marry like has a big family, or like family is super important.
He has to love his mother. He has to love his mother.
Yeah. Or like stuff like that. And it's like, but what if like,
what if my mother's a serial murderer?
Yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know. Or like comes from like Madison's situation. Like, it's like, and that doesn't mean that the person is...
And Meg's situation too.
Yeah, or like that doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. And I don't judge Monica for the situation, because I do think that if somebody said that she would be sympathetic, and I don't think that it would be like a red flag for her. But I do think that it's more sensitive to not say that. You know what I mean? I just think that it's more inclusive to not like judge marrying somebody based on like their relationship with their family.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's more like when Madison was talking and then she was like, wow, like I don't have like a great relationship with my family. It would be great if like the person I was marrying did, because I don't have that support system.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, I would welcome you with my family when Mason said that. Like, I think it was Mason.
Mhm.
Like, that's a cool way to go about it, instead of like, would be really important to me that you have a large supportive family who you love. I don't know. Just kind of, but you know.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I will say it was cool to hear about Joey being so close with his sisters. I thought that was cool. So
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah. Good for him.
Monica tells a story about a guy.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh, so she is in college and she thinks she's going to marry this guy eventually. He goes on a trip to spring break with his friend, and she has her house sit his cat, and then he comes back and he breaks up with her, and she still doesn't know what happened. Never put together a jigsaw puzzle with with Monica, okay? No. Never play Clue and do teams. Never do an escape room and hope to defend. Never do anything involving deductive reasoning.
Poor Monica.
Poor Monica. He cheated on you.
While you watched his
I still don't know what happened. He fucked someone.
Yeah, he's with someone else now. And he might have been with that person even before he left.
Exactly.
And that's the person he left.
He might have gone on vacation with not his friend and somebody else.
Yes. And then that person finally told him he needed to break up with his girlfriend.
Yeah. So what do we think David's job is? Because he says that his profession is medical device sales, but he says he works in aesthetics, but then he says he has some kind of business, but doesn't say what the business is.
I think he sells lots of tech for specifically plastic surgeons. That's what it sounded like to me.
But then he has his own business that he was very
that I don't know about.
Murky about.
Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe he started that business.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plastic surgeons. I don't know.
So we gotta love his.
We're not supposed to talk about finance or jobs, okay? We can't.
Well, I need to analyze if he's worth marrying or not, because I need to know how much he's making. Ben, that's what we're talking about. I'm trying to rank the guys in terms of if they're worth marrying, and it's based on their finances, because they're all equally terrible people. So we need to just rate on finances, because there's an inherent risk here.
Look, he's in the medical field. That's all you need to know.
You're right. He's a doctor.
He might as well be a doctor.
It means he's a doctor.
It means he's a doctor.
Okay. So he has a great pickup line, which is, "What's wrong with you? Why are you here?"
Yeah. Who was the last person who did? Was it Michael on, what was it, like season 5 or 6?
Who's Michael?
Remember, he was the serial killer guy that didn't get asked back. You'd recognize him if you saw him.
Is he the Superman guy who made grilled chicken?
Yes.
I remember him. Yeah. Was he Michael?
It might not have been
Matthew, right?
Matthew.
Yeah.
And he had similar opening lines, and then he would like quiz them on shit.
Yes.
Just very, very Matthew energy. Matthew energy.
This sounds like a roasting interview question that we would, or at least I would ask in our interviews. It is funny, but I don't think it's a good dating opening line,
Not a good strategy.
No, and it's mean. If you're not a comedian and you present it in a funny way.
Right.
But I do think that it is funny to say, "What's wrong with you? Why did you go on Love is Blind?" I mean, fair question, right?
Fair question. I did say,
isn't nice to ask.
I did say to myself when we were watching that, I said, "This is a question Max and I would ask."
Yeah, I did too. I was like, I want to know.
Why are you here, and why?
At least thinking, like, what's wrong with you?
I'm here to make fun of this. Why are you? Yeah. Why did your parents allow you to come on this show?
Yeah, I know. And then he's so honest, and I think that like people are like, oh, he's practicing radical honesty. That means I can trust him. And it's like, no, just listen to what he's saying. Don't think about the intent. Just listen, take the information as if he didn't say it. Think about somebody telling you this information, not him.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like, I'm a literal scumbag, and they're like, oh my god, he's so honest.
Oh my god,
what a good guy.
I'm here because I've been an ass to women in the past, and I'm trying to come to terms with it. Oh my god, he's so honest.
Butterflies, butterflies.
Oh my, are you real? Are you Scarlett Johansson from Her?
I've never had a man admit to being a douchebag before. This is amazing.
And then he goes, I'm surrounded by Botox and fillers in my life, and it's affected my perception of what a woman looks like. I mean, luckily, a lot of, people on reality TV get these things, but I'd be like, okay, so you're telling me that you're shallow, so I should be worried at the reveal that you might not. Why would you continue talking to this guy? I know you want to be on TV, but like, come on, you could be humiliated.
Yeah.
Risky. He
might go the distance too. He has two people interested in him.
I know. I think he will. I mean, it's good. He's entertaining.
No, sure. He'll create drama. He will.
Super Esther says, women ignoring his obvious red flags was bizarre to watch. It actually wasn't bizarre to watch because we see it. Wow. We see it all the time from both sides.
Frustrating to watch.
It's frustrating. We see it both sides on both sides of the pods, actually.
But I think there's intention there with casting department. I think the intention there is we want to find women that will be okay with these red flags so that we can create this drama.
Yes, we do see it more from the women's side of ignoring the red flags because of casting reasons and because it's like this like pickup artistry type of thing of like, oh, if I'm honest,
they've all read the book. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like we have, just like you have. We watched we watched the VH1 show with
the Bible for reality TV.
Who was the guy on the VH1 show Mystery or whatever who wore the hat because he was peacocking? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
Eric von Markovic, aka Mystery. He was really cool. Yeah. Okay. David and Lauren, he says he has an OnlyFans. Then he says he's kidding. He talks about this OnlyFans a lot. I think he probably has one.
I think he might. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, well, if he didn't before, he definitely has one now. And good for him.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean, think about all the people we know who have one. Shane has one. Joey has one. A lot of people have them. I'm just thinking about the men that have them. Like a lot of good for them.
There's plenty of Netflix reality people that have them. Yeah.
Now we're giving them free promotion, so everybody go subscribe to theirs, and maybe we'll have one day.
Maybe
when we get desperate enough. Not that they're desperate. I'm just saying if we get desperate enough, we'll have one.
Yes. You never know.
I have really nice feet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have really nice kneecaps.
Ooh, that could be a knee niche. A niche.
Yeah.
Get that? Yeah.
Every caption on every photo would be like, care for a nightcap?
Ooh,
or should I say kneecap?
Dude, I can just see the money. I can see it like Scrooge style flowing in. Yeah. This is another David pickup line. When a woman is 30, she's no longer attractive.
Oh God.
He's kidding.
No, it's funny because I don't actually think that. I just say it all the time.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then he says he's a very shallow person.
Yeah, he's telling them. Why don't they listen?
I don't know.
Listen. Come on.
I don't know. I thought that men were the ones that were bad at listening.
I thought so too. I
don't know. Everything is topsy-turvy in 2025. I don't know anything anymore. So Dave and Molly, she is the one who we learned had never had a serious boyfriend, but she could have, but she never wanted one. Okay, she's had her pick of the litter, but she never needed one before.
Right. Companionship, not so much her thing.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yes. He said his mom passed away, but before she did, she was very hard on him about having integrity, and he hasn't always had that. Molly says, "Do you have it now?" And he says, "I'm not perfect." Come on,
everybody! What are we doing here?
what is going on
here?
What is happening?
They like it though. They like it.
Oh wow, sleaze bags are in. Let's go. Let's get to Alex in the men's lounge. It says, "I truly believe that all the boys are gonna get married. We're all gonna get married."
Oh, Alex.
Alex, mathematically, you're not all going to Mexico.
Oh, Alex.
Why
don't you go eat your lunch in the bathroom, Alex?
Yeah. Maybe he got a lot of concussions. I don't know. Something's bad, man. Something's bad. Alex is a commercial real estate broker. They don't mention this, but we learned it from our cast analysis. He can ride a unicycle. Why wasn't he riding his unicycle in the pods?
Oh, he should have been.
He should have been honking a little horn, riding his unicycle.
Why wasn't he doing that in high school? His crushes would have been all over.
I know. If he had rode his unicycle up to his crush, that really could have fixed things.
That's so messed up. Maybe he learned after. He was like, I need something. I need a gimmick.
Yeah, he said that he was unattractive when he was younger, but now that he's hot, he's still the same person. So love is blind. He can find somebody who's not just going to want him for his devilishly good looks.
Yes. He said it. Being in the pods takes me back to being in the stalls of the bathroom and talking to people through the walls.
Alex talks to Madison. She's an artist. She's been all over the world. She had a turbulent childhood, and they connect over their childhood drama.
That's drama too. Yeah.
Yeah. They that's what the drama and trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Madison then talks to our guy Mason.
Ooh, horny Mason.
Horny Mason. He really is a modern day Spike Jonze. He got into cinematography through skateboarding.
Very cool.
Yes. Her brother was named after Brett Favre. He sadly passed away, but not. No, I
what a great guy to be named.
Yeah, what a wonderful person to be named after. What a wonderful
human being.
Not a lot of really bad things coming out about Brett Favre.
Go Broncos, go John.
Well, you really shouldn't name your kids after athletes, I think. Not worth it.
No. It's always going to turn bad eventually.
I don't think you should name your kids anything, because what if they, just person? If
you never know. What if some other person with that same name goes on a shooting spree or something?
Yeah, so you have to make up a completely individual series of numbers.
As far as I'm aware, there's one other kid in the United States that has my exact same name, and I just pray every day that he doesn't go ballistic.
Yeah.
Every day I'm just like, please don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Please. Can't have my name out there like that.
Mason and Meg, she is an oncology nurse.
Mason's cool as fuck.
But I think she also talks about how she's a flight attendant. It's very confusing. Do you think that she pulls double duty and is while she's a flight attendant, she's up there, she's being an oncology nurse at the same time?
It could be. Maybe she's on one of those Flight for Life helicopters bringing patients into the oncology center. And so she's nursing, but she's also
pushing the cart.
She's also handing out cart.
She's handing out drinks. She's doing the whole thing.
She's handing out, water and IVs and things.
Yeah, she's doing the whole thing. It's very impressive.
Yes.
They talk about how they are different and they're not like other people.
We're fellow weirdos.
They're the weirdos.
She's the goof
of this season. They're goofs. They're weirdos. They're not.
Her name is Meg. Might as well be Meg Ryan because she's so goofy.
Yes, they talk about alien stuff, and we're gonna have to listen to this clip. Ben, are you ready?
Okay.
When is our podcast going to be mentioned on the show?
I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast once.
Okay.
And he was talking about.
Just have to say that should be an ultimate red flag. Like you should.
She did say once. She
said I was listening to it once, not I listened to Joe Rogan once.
Yeah.
I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast once.
Okay.
And he was talking about how people will pour like some kind of material into like an ant tunnel, like an ant home, to see like the shape. And he said like ant homes are so intricate underground.
Yeah,
my God, it's incredible.
No, I just heard about it.
Amazing.
But in this same podcast, the guy was talking to him about how like there's different powers out in the universe.
Yeah.
And how like once you reach a certain energy and certain power, you can actually control the weather. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what if natural disasters to us are like superior beings?
Yeah.
Just like experimenting with us like we experiment with ants.
That's so interesting.
Like we don't know shit.
Like the
We
pyramid.
don't know shit about fucking shit.
We don't know shit about fucking shit. I mean, when she said that, I was like, you're right. You don't know shit about fucking shit.
I mean, in a way, she's kind of right. Like these oil executives and oil tycoons, they are sort of controlling the weather in a way.
They are superior beings.
They are. I mean, they control the major wealth of the world, and they are polluting the world to the point of which it's creating crazy climate disasters. So yeah, in a way, she's right.
No, it's aliens, Ben. There's an easier way to explain this.
You're right.
And then I love how they go
Let's ignore the other stuff.
I keep hearing this. I was on Survivor too. They're like the pyramids were created by aliens. It's like there are burial sites around the pyramids
slaves that built the pyramids.
Well, there's a lot of confirmation now in studies that they think that it's actually were paid laborers and not slaves. They think that's been debunked. Yeah. I was actually looking this up last night. But there's a lot of like research now into like how they built the pyramids and like who built it, and that the evidence of that there are workers buried near it, and the way that they were buried is indicative of the fact that they weren't actually even slaves. So, like, there's all this stuff, and it's like, why would you look that up if it's easier to think, oh, it's aliens?
Right. People just have big imaginations.
It's really fun.
It's fun.
No, I mean, I guess it's fun to think about that stuff, but it's just...
What if we're all aliens, dude?
But if you bring Joe Rogan into it, it really puts a really disgusting taste in my mouth, and I go, oh, we can't do this.
It's not disgusting as much as it is just pathetic, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yes, I agree, Aster. She is interesting TV.
It is fun.
It is fun.
I love Meg. Meg is hilarious.
Yes.
She cracks me up.
Yes. And then it's like, we're not religious, but spirits and ghosts are real.
I always love that when I meet like people who are like former Christians or grew up in a Christian home, and they're like, yeah, the idea of Jesus is crazy, rising from the dead. But dude, I'm a Virgo rising, and
there's a ghost that lives in my house.
That lives in my house,
and I talk to it. I pray to it.
Pyramids were built by aliens.
Molly and David says it's weird that he holds pillows. Wow, so weird.
We're fellow weirdos.
Just a couple of quirky dorks.
So quirky to hold a pillow. This was interesting. They say that exorcism movies are too scary because exorcism can be real.
No, dude, this is a thing with people who grew up in like Catholic schools. It is like they are specifically Catholics. I grew up in like I grew up in more the Christian sector, but like the Catholic sector, they're like terrified of ghosts and the devil and demons and exorcists stuff.
Yeah, I watched Evil, so I understand all of this.
Good. Yeah.
And then she says that she saw a real live exorcism at school, but it was just a priest talking about it. It's like, wait, how did you see a live exorcism, but it was a priest?
Yeah, you did
talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Well, she saw it with her head, with her mind.
Yeah.
She imagined it.
Yeah, he does. You're right. He does ask her if sex is important to her. So that was
very important question.
Yes. Yeah, then they just talk about sex, whatever. I've heard this so many times. Lauren and David. She says her dad's name is Dave, and it's a very fatherly name.
This is such a theme, by the way, for these episodes. Everybody's dads are named. Dads and moms have the same names.
Casting definitely set this up. Casting was like, if we can pull some edible shit, it will definitely work out for us.
It's a lot of Freudian talks here in these episodes of, the underlying theme of dating your father, I think.
Oh, big time.
I need a daddy, a real big daddy.
Oh my God.
Another Netflix classic.
So much daddy stuff.
Yeah, daddy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Taylor and Daniel, she lost her voice. So can they just done the ADR and have her do it later without having to listen to her?
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that. Or you could get one of the dubbers from the other foreign season.
Yes, that would be good.
That would be fun.
Yes. Yeah, he does a Christmas card every year. It turns out that she puts 4 Christmas trees in her 1-bedroom apartment every year.
That's crazy. Do you think they're all the same size or different sizes?
I hope they're all really big and they bend up in the.
Do you think they're right next to each other so that she feels like she's walking through the forest or something?
Very excessive.
How many squirrels live in her home? I wonder.
Dude, that'd be magical.
That'd be so
little
cute.
Cute squirrels.
And she feeds them little acorns for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joey and Monica, her favorite movie is The Sound of Music. He's watched it 5,000 times.
Yeah.
Worst movies to watch.
I love that movie.
Yes.
It's a great movie. Great songs.
His mom is fiscally irresponsible. So he has already bought his first house and is preparing to have to buy another property for his mom. See, this is where I'd be like, well, if I'm preparing to get married to somebody and
finances might matter a little.
Well, I'd be like, well, you seem financially smart, but how much is your mom going to fuck us over? What the fuck is going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying, because I'm marrying you in such a short amount of time, you
got to get the details a little.
It's a big decision. What's going on?
Get some of those details.
Yeah. David and Lauren. She says her family needs to fit in. Her friends and her got "fuck the patriarchy" tattoos, and his response is, "Oh, you're a little party girl." Ooh. Ooh, I bet Daddy didn't like that, you little party girl. Did you sneak out and get those?
Well, what else did you expect David to say? It's fucking David.
Little party girl.
She's really fucking the patriarchy by dating David. Good for you, Lauren.
But they really connect over this, David recognizing that she's a party girl. And he says that this romance is just like the movies he's watched.
Just like the movies, I can get romantic.
Yep. And then they tell us again in song.
Yeah. What are these movies again? Girls Gone Wild? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Girls Gone Wild. Fucking the patriarchy.
Party Girls. Party Girls 1, Party Girls 2, Party Girls 3. They're all my favorites.
They say when they when they get married, they should get matching tattoos. Can't wait. He also says, "Ugh, I don't want to go to this next date. Do I have to?" Then he goes to this next date and he talks about more tattoos. Is this like the talk about your tattoos themed date the casting arranges?
It must be. Yeah.
Okay.
They got the tattoo dates and then they've got the Halloween costume dates. Yeah.
Yes.
They theme them.
Yeah.
Our fathers have the same name dates.
So I want to talk about this David and Molly date. So she has 2 Irish themed tattoos, it appears.
Mhm.
And then she says she got an ass tat for nationals in Florida. And she talks about being a dancer. Do we think she's an Irish step dancer?
Well, you would think, given those two things together. Yeah.
Did you have Irish step dancers growing up in school?
No, that was
Is this
never a
a
thing.
New Jersey thing?
You had them?
Yeah, we had like a bunch of people who were Irish in my grade and the grades around me. They did competitive Irish step dancing.
No kidding.
And then
Huh.
we would have assemblies on St. Patrick's Day,
Wow.
and they would come out and they would do Irish step dancing whenever there was a talent
That's
show.
kind
they
of
would do
cool. That's kind of cool.
Irish step dancing, and they would wear those.
They
have
can
you-
really tap those feet fast. I tell you what.
Yeah, have you ever seen? Then they would wear
I've
like
seen it. Yeah, yeah.
the outfits with the hair and the stuff.
Sometimes at like Irish themed restaurants, they have people.
Yeah. And there were always like
cool.
a lot of different St. Patrick's Day parades around here because or not here, but in New Jersey because there's a lot of Irish community stuff. Yeah.
New Jersey is always here, right?
Yes, always here. Yes. So yeah. So I'm guessing she's an Irish step dancer, but could be wrong. She made it seem like it.
She seems like she would be an Irish step dancer. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So despite not wanting to go to this date, he says he likes her a lot and has since the beginning. Wow,
Especially
David.
after hearing about the butt tattoo.
David, yeah, I know. Dave, but what happened to this radical honesty?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's vanished.
So next we get to the women's quarters, and this is when Lauren learns that Molly is also seeing David. But she pretends not to be fazed.
Molly just really wants to tell everybody, doesn't she?
She does. I think she's
going around, I'm dating David. I'm dating
Yes.
David.
She even says this.
I have a husband.
I have a husband.
Whoa.
I think she wants the other people to know.
I
think
think she's trying to con the other people into thinking there's not even a chance because they're already married.
She's trying to kill them and step dance on their grave.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's an Irish wake.
Wow.
She's going to ship them off to Boston.
Ship them up there.
Yeah. She's going to drop kick those
Gonna drop
Murphys.
kick those Murphys. Yeah.
Yeah. some authentic Irish.
Boondock those saints.
Working some authentic Irish references.
She'll see you over the rainbow.
Yes. She's going to take some Lucky Charms from those leprechauns.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Episode 2. Taylor, she still doesn't have her voice. She says her dad's name is Daniel. Wow.
What's in the water here? What's going on?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you know.
Oh, daddy. Whoa.
Yep. She has a tattoo that says Taco Bell inside her bottom lip, but now it says Taco
That's sick.
It is sick.
That, you know what's crazy is I have one on my bottom lip. It says Baja Blast. That's
Whoa.
crazy. I know.
Damn.
That's wild.
I have one that says bring back the Chihuahua inside my bottom lip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bring back.
That's a great
Chihuahua.
message.
Yeah, it's really good. Bring him back. We need him.
Is it BBTC? Just like how fuck the patriarchy was?
Yeah, BBTC. Yeah.
That's our patriarchy, right? Is we need
BBTC.
See, for me, I have hashtag bring back the Pepsi girl.
Yes, we need to bring her
That's what
back.
Bring her back.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I like when he says that if they get married, he'll get a matching Taco Bell tattoo. And she's like, get your own fast food, loser. What about your preferred fast food?
The chalupa is all mine.
Yeah, she's like, come on. Women's quarters. whatever. Sarah and Ben, they talk about how excited they were to talk to each other. They talk about air fryers, Christian household. Oh, she wants to make sure that he would be okay with her sister who is gay. And did you notice that when she said her sister was gay, he takes out his notebook and starts writing?
Yeah, let me write that down.
Gay sister.
Gay
Then he
sister.
closes it. Okay, I need to remember this. Sister gay.
We both love each other's dad's steaks, and her sister
is
gay.
gay. All right, that about wraps it up. Can you guys get me out of here?
Put a star next to this one.
Yeah. No, but he says that he would be comfortable going to Pride weekend and that he's cool with it.
Yeah, he goes to Pride weekend once a year, and then she goes to church with him every week. It's a fair thing. It's a fair deal.
He's like, we're talking about white Pride weekend, right? You didn't specify which Pride.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
You didn't say which Pride.
Oh, 2025. Oh,
you didn't
God.
say which one.
Oh, God.
Got you.
Oh, God. 2025. Scary.
No.
It's scary.
Yes. God, these people really want to get married, you know? Like, I would be so bored at church every weekend, you know? Personally.
Oh, my God. The most boring years of my life was going to church. I used to think about what movies I was going to watch in my head during the sermon.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would like watch a movie in my head. That's how bored I was. It was Shrek every time, by the way.
Shrek 2 wasn't out yet.
Or Shrek 2. Yeah.
David and Lauren. Lauren says going into this, she feared she wouldn't be able to open enough, but now she's so vulnerable, she's afraid David's just going to crush her. And he goes, well, you are over 30, so might have to.
And I am David. So.
Like, I have told you I'm a scumbag with no integrity, so maybe you should have, listened to me. He says he has a playlist for everything, including a sex playlist.
Wow. White and Nerdy, Amish Paradise, Star Wars Saga,
Albuquerque.
Yes.
All the Poco ones.
The Poco songs. Yes. All the Weird Al.
Hardware store. Everything sexy. She wants a new one. She thinks she's so special if she's his wife that she needs a new
sex playlist.
Yeah, she asked for a new one if they get married because he's
like, fine, I'll do the deep cuts from like UHF and things like that.
She says she loves Cat Stevens. She wants Cat Stevens on the playlist. Ben, are you familiar with Cat Stevens?
I'm more of a dog guy. I like Snoop.
When I think Cat Stevens, I think about the song the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, boy, but which is about like a torn father and son relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like his biggest song. So more daddy stuff getting worked in. She wants more daddy stuff being worked into. What's going on in here
on this show. Not a problem.
Yeah. I wonder what the Weird Al parody is for that. I'm sure they can compromise.
The Cats in the Cradle. Yeah. I'm sure they'd find something.
Yes.
The dog is in the
ladle.
The ladle. Yeah.
We did it.
The dog is in the Bjorn something.
Yeah. Dave and Molly. Molly brings up that he said he didn't have integrity. So she's like, and she goes, there's nothing he could do short of murdering someone that would bother her because everyone has a past. Girl, get some standards. Please.
Yeah. They say that until they watch the sexy Dahmer show on Netflix. And then they're like, okay,
I have no standards. He can do no wrong.
He's so sexy.
Yes. She asks him about his business. Yeah, this is where he says he has a medical distributing thing. Oh, he's a dealer. He's a drug dealer.
Deal drugs.
Yeah, medical distributing thing.
Yes, but he is in the medical industry, so
yeah, he distributes.
Again, I'll say this again: drug dealers are doctors. Okay.
Yes, he distributes injectables.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're doctor. If you work in the medical field, you're a doctor.
Yes, opiate injectables. Yes.
Yes. The end. Period.
Thank you. He tells a story about how he got a 6 out of 100 on a paper in high school. He wrote about this girl. Yeah, I believe it too.
I believe it.
He's like, you'll never believe it. Like, I was too lazy even to read the Cliff Notes.
You'll never believe it. I'm a fucking idiot.
I know. Like, why do these people tell these stories? Like, I'm really dumb and lazy.
This guy's amazing. He's a self-described scumbag. He's stupid, and he's cheated in previous relationships. I'm head over heels.
But he's honest.
He's so honest.
Most men wouldn't even be honest about the fact that they suck.
It's true. It's stupid honesty.
He says, and this is where he says, I feel like I can tell you anything, but it's kind of irrelevant. He's like, it's irrelevant, but I cheated on my last girlfriend.
Totally irrelevant.
Irrelevant. It's
I don't
irrelevant.
Even know why I'm bringing it up.
It's irrelevant. It was like 3 days ago. It's irrelevant. I have to tell you something. I feel it's irrelevant. I'm gonna cheat on you. I have a problem. I'm an asshole.
Would not be the first time on a Love is Blind season where someone has said I've cheated in the past and then they do it again.
Yeah. We need Uche to come in here and interrogate this guy.
Come on, Uche.
We need Uche to...
Are you a cheater? Or are you a cheater?
Do you have a business? Do you not have a business? Do you live in Saudi Arabia? Do you live in Houston?
Saudi Arabia.
Do you have a job?
Houston.
Do you have a not job?
Oh man, we need some sort of like a show where Uche plays like an interrogation.
I know, he's so good.
Great.
I would have Uche be my lawyer. I bet he's great.
Oh, like over Zach especially any day. Yeah.
Well, no, because I guess Uche would be a great prosecutor, though. You know,
he would. He'd be good questioning the witnesses on the stand.
Yes,
absolutely.
He says. David says when he goes to bachelor parties now and he has girls come up to him, if he's in a relationship, he's not going to entertain that anymore.
Wow, what a great guy.
Wow, I just have to say, let's give him a little bit of an applause here. Wow. I mean, that is real. I salute you. I don't think I would have that amount of control. I don't think anybody would.
Get him a medal.
Yes. Monica and Joey, she plays him some music. She cries, and they both said it's the best date they've ever had. Wow. Incredible stuff.
They might be the winners of the season.
Yeah, they could win.
They might win the $1 million, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not Baba, Ben, but have you met our friend Berlian?
It is better than Baba. I'll say that.
I think
it's less embarrassing than Baba.
But it's disappointing because Baba is a legend and Berlian is not a 18.5-year-old baby blanket or whatever.
Did you hear that? I heard this behind the scenes thing that Madison actually showed her Berlian to Meg, and Meg immediately fell to the floor and started worshiping it.
Wow.
You built the pyramids for us.
Oh my God.
Berlian.
I heard about this on Joe Rogan.
Will you come on my podcast?
It was raining the other day and I knew it was you. Incredible. But yeah, stuffed animals, sleep with it every night. Red flag. Yeah, I would walk. She's like, do you want to cuddle with it sometime?
A green flag in this case.
Yeah.
Because it's a green. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. In confessional, Madison says she's narrowed it down to 2 boyfriends, Mason and Alex. Wow. Do they know that they're her boyfriend? I think she's really enjoying. I'm getting the feeling that she's really enjoying kind of playing with these two. Like
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Berlin is not her only doll.
Oh.
She's playing with them like little Barbies.
Wow. She's got like a sheep alien, and she's got like horse alien, and
yeah,
like
and
a lion alien,
a Mason alien, and an Alex alien.
That's cool.
Yeah. He says he can't read.
Oh, Nathan.
But she says she can dress up like a teacher and teach him how to read.
Yeah, she's gonna be a sexy teacher.
A sexy teacher. This sounds it out. It's not going to be so sexy when he's completely illiterate. Okay.
And what do you want now, Daddy? Do you want a D? Do you want an E? What about an F and a G?
Apparently for Halloween last year, she was a sexy ninja. And then she was even something sexier. She was Stitch and her dog was Stitch.
Whoa, that's hot.
I just want to say that costume kind of bothers me. Like, why were you both Stitch? Shouldn't one of you been like
and Lilo? Yeah.
Lilo? Like, it's like just
it is weird.
It's weird. That really bothers me.
We're fellow weirdos.
It just really bothers me. Okay, this is where he brings up Her, which is a movie I've never heard of. He's really into like alternative type of
it like below ground stuff that you've never seen.
This is crazy. Yeah. This is crazy. It was not nominated for 5 Academy Awards. And says Madison is his Scarlett Johansson.
Wow.
I don't know who that is though. Is this some indie darling that I'm unaware of?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He says he would like to think that he's at the top of her list. And she says, we just have this effortless that I love. Yeah. Meg and Madison. He says his favorite pet name is Babe. She likes Baby Girl.
You're very young. I don't want to hurt you.
Good girl.
Did they get an early screening of Nicole Kidman's Baby Girl?
They might have.
Is he gonna
movie, by the way?
In the next episode, is he gonna order her some milk to lap up?
I hope so.
Is this gonna be a Baby Girl scenario? Is she older than him?
Please.
Have you noticed that Nicole Kidman whispers all the time?
She does. She's a whisperer.
But it doesn't make.
She doesn't want the Church of Scientology to hear her. Right?
It doesn't make any sense. It'll be a scene where she's just in a room with someone. She'll be like, blah blah blah.
She's soft spoken.
But why is she going to whispering for no reason?
Because it's hot, Max. God.
Even in a
What are you, stupid?
She whispers for no reason. So
hot,
I'm over the whispering. She doesn't need to. She's an amazing actress. It's fine, but
you should try it at an audition.
Yeah, just to be like, what? Nicole Kidman does it. It's hot. I just don't think these are great pet names, though. I think I've heard better ones on the show.
Sugar Pet!
Oh, sugar.
You can't forget about Lamar Odom from Celebrity Big
When are
Brother.
we going to get Lamar Odom on this show? They both love Fords. It's her fantasy when she buys her first house with a partner to have boxes everywhere, order Chinese, get in silky pajamas, have sex on the floor, and sleep in a fort.
Wow.
Yep.
Psychologists would have a field day with that, I think.
With the fort thing, the moving thing?
Wanting to have sex in a fort, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That specifically, I think.
I think my fantasy about moving in would be we can afford the movers that like they come into your old place and they like pack everything for you, and then they know where you're moving, and then they unpack everything for you again. So then
nothing breaks.
And nothing breaks, but then like they unpack everything, so then you don't have boxes. Like they clear everything, and then also the bed is already put together, so you don't need a fort. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God.
That is the fantasy.
That is a huge fantasy.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's my fantasy.
That's hot.
That is hot, right?
Oh my God. And then you give a nice 25% tip. Huh?
Yeah.
Hot.
That is hot.
That's hot.
She asks if he wants to move 45 minutes out of the city where we could have some land. And he goes, "Are you AI? Who would want to move out of the city? I thought I was the only one who, when I got older, wanted more room. Who would have thought?" She goes, "We're the same person. Like when you said you like Moulin Rouge and movies that are more underground."
Another classic indie, Moulin Rouge.
By underground director Baz Luhrmann. Dude, no one's ever heard of. What is it? Moulin Rouge?
Rouge? Really?
I've never heard of that.
That's a weird one.
It must have starred a bunch of underground actors.
Was it nominated for like Critics' Choice Awards or something?
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know. It must have been at like Cannes or something. I don't know. I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't know.
It must have been at one of the little art houses instead of the AMC. Yeah,
maybe it was like a Vimeo pick or something. I don't know. I never saw it. Yeah. And then he goes, "You're AI," and she goes, "Have you seen her?" And he can't believe that he cannot believe somebody else has seen her.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
It might be meant to be.
Yeah. It is. And you'll never believe what this guy's favorite movie of all time has been.
The cinematographer extraordinaire
who likes alternative movies. His number one movie of all time is fucking Inception.
I thought he was going to say The Dark Knight. I really did.
Inception!
Really thought he was going to say The Dark Knight. Then he went Inception.
The Dark Knight's better than Inception.
They're even playing field for me. They're both boring in my opinion.
Wow. I can watch The Dark Knight. I can't stand Christopher Nolan. I can't do it, but I get that people like him. I
liked Oppenheimer a lot.
I couldn't even bring myself to watch it.
You know what else I liked? Dunkirk.
I couldn't understand.
Pretty good movie.
I didn't understand it. Why couldn't it have been in order? Why was it out of order?
Which one? Memento?
Dunkirk. It was out of order. Why couldn't it just have been in order? Why was the movie out of order?
That's his thing. He fucks around.
Why?
Because why not?
It's stupid.
Fuck around, man.
I heard it was better in theaters. Anyway, they're both from her. They're in love. They're AI. It's a very special thing they have going on, and we'll never understand it. Maybe if we had seen her, we would have gotten it.
So what we've got is no ordinary love.
It's not ordinary. It's like the love in her.
Yes.
It's AI love.
It's like The Dark Knight Returns. It's amazing.
Yes.
Like she's Catwoman and he's Bruce Wayne. And the pods are Bane.
Wow.
And they just need to get through it.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Devin and Virginia. She describes what she's wearing, shades of crop top, but not the same. She says she wore heels every day of high school. Wow. I don't think I ever saw anyone wear heels in high school.
Me neither. You know what was the thing when I was in high school was kids wore pajamas all the time. They would just straight up show up to school wearing pajamas. Not even on a pajama spirit day or anything. Like people would just straight up show up in pajamas and slippers to school.
Like full pajamas, like a
full pajamas.
Like full set with like the buttons.
Well, maybe not a full set, but it would be like pajama pants with a t-shirt and then like slippers. Yeah.
Slippers, that's intense. We didn't have anybody who wore slippers. We'd have people who wore pajama pants. That's very intense.
Yeah, no, people got cozy. They got comfy.
Yeah, people would just more comfortably. Heels, that is a lot.
It's a lot. It'd be painful, I would imagine.
Yeah, she says she's never dated a nice guy in her entire life.
Oh.
So she went on reality TV. That's where all the nice guys are.
Has she tried David? He's honest.
Devin and Brittany, both of their dads are named Willie Jr.
That's crazy. That's great. They might be brother and sister.
I know. I was like, guys, you really need to know if and they're like, oh, it's okay. We don't have the same last name. I'm like,
we've come close in the past to having like potential cousins or something. Like we got it.
Well, on Love Is Blind UK, I know, but like, what if Willie Jr. had like a secret
family
or something, and then he like changed the last name and then stuff like that? I'd be like, we got to do some serious digging here, because
absolutely,
I know he kept his first name, but he changed the last name to cover his tracks. Come on, Willie Jr. in Minnesota. Come on, that cannot be too common.
Yeah.
Maybe he was named after some famous Minnesotan Willie athlete,
or Free Willy, the whale.
Yeah, definitely. His Willie Jr.'s father was named after Free Willy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't check the dates on that.
He was named after Free Willy too.
Don't check the dates.
No. Free Willy 2, Return to SeaWorld.
Yes.
That was what the movie was about. It was about Free Willy missed
being in Free Willy he was actually being held captive by a school of sharks.
Yeah, he was like, I don't like it here.
He'd have to help him escape from the sharks to get back into SeaWorld.
Yeah, it was propaganda by Big SeaWorld. Brittany,
and that whale's name was Tillicum. It's crazy.
What's Tillicum?
Oh, you haven't seen Blackfish?
Is this Blackfish?
Yeah.
I don't want to see Blackfish. It sounds upsetting. Why don't I
whale that killed like 3 trainers?
So we like Tillicum.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's like the Luigi Mangione of
yes, the Luigi of the sea. Free Luigi, free Tillicum.
Free Tillicum. Brittany says that her mom had reservations about reality TV and protecting her from weird things. Yeah, that sounds about right.
What a great mom.
I know she was a little overprotective about sports and twerking, but I think this time she was about right. Okay,
she was right on this one.
She was right about this one.
She was also right to give her Will Smith CDs as a kid. She was right to do that too. Yeah.
Instead of the Carter 3, she was right about that.
Oh yeah.
To give her Willennium.
I had Willennium. I had Will Smith CDs. Getting Jiggy with It. Great song.
Did you want other CDs and then you were given Willennium?
You got to understand, to me, that might as well have been like DMX. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for my upbringing.
This beats the other ska that you listen to.
For me?
Well, let me tell you.
Might as well have been Wu-Tang Clan.
If you want to listen to the Carter 3, or actually this is probably earlier than that. If you want to listen to Lil Wayne, and then you're given the Dixie Chicks, and
then it's a drastic difference.
I love how she's.
But if you've been stuck listening to contemporary Christian ska music for years, then you get handed a Will Smith CD. It's amazing.
You're like, I'm going to Miami. I mean, that song does kind of slap.
Miami.
That song does kind of slap. It is really hilarious that she threw. Sorry, they go by the Chicks now. That she threw the Chicks in there.
That's right.
I didn't mean to dead name the Chicks. The Chicks. Let's get to Monica and Joey. This is the proposal. Of course, it starts off with him. Before we go further, I need you to know that my favorite animals are penguins.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, we can continue. I just need to make sure you're okay with that, because otherwise we can't.
Yeah. It would have made more sense saying that if like he gave her like a rock.
Yeah, I know. He just needed
but
her
like
to
he
know.
did. Like, so what was what was the point of that?
No, it's like, what's her face saying my sister is gay? This was my sister is gay. My favorite animals is penguins. I need you to know.
I'm coming out that I love penguins.
I need to know that you'll go to Penguin Pride Week with me every week. I need to know that we're going to do this. And if you can't, I'm leaving.
That when you're at the zoo with me, you're picturing all these little guys in tuxedos having a black tie dinner party.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I need.
I need to know we're going to watch Happy Feet once a week. This is my church. His proposal was a little weird.
Would you get engaged with me?
Will you get engaged with me?
Oh,
Oh, you like that?
it's so cute.
Will you get engaged with me? What the fuck?
It's like it is funny. We are starting to. It actually sounds like some of the foreign versions of Love Is Blind. The way that do you know what I mean? The way that
bad translation.
Yeah, like there's something lost in the translation there. Of like, will you be my partner on the rest of this journey? You know,
Has he ever talked before? It's very strange. Has he ever seen an engagement? Will you get engaged with me?
well, he's Tarzan, so he can't really talk. You know,
Yes.
the fully correct way yet. He needs to be acclimated to society.
Yes. Monica makes a very interesting sound. Tell me if you can hear this, if it picked it up. Do you hear that?
Like a
That's,
kitty.
that's her.
No.
It's very faint, but
Hold on,
I
do
got
it again. Was she scratching the pod door? No.
It sounds like a little percussion instrument type thing. That's a person making that sound. She also makes some other.
Do it again.
That's a human. I was like, what the fuck?
It's the little things, you know.
Yeah, she makes some other good ones.
Oh, she's a little kitty. Huh?
I believe in spirits.
That's like if a cat were trying to do a horse sound.
Yes. Wait, what did you say?
If a cat were trying to do a horse sound.
Oh, because
I love horses. One of the things we have in common is that we like horses. I love horses.
I love horses.
Yeehaw.
just had to get that.
No.
Oh my god, where is it? Man. All right, we could do this all day.
Oh yeah.
Madison and Alex. Alex says he was thinking about Madison last night in the hotel room.
In the darkness, yeah.
Wait, in the hotel. I thought that they
You
were
thought that in the quarters. They slept.
but they have men's and women's quarters. Aren't they living quarters? Don't they live there? What hotel?
Maybe that's just what they call the men's quarters. Is their hotel?
Maybe he's wrong. Okay, because I thought that. Wait, are you telling me on the Traders they don't live in the mansion?
They better.
They better, because they show us footage of them taking baths and stuff.
Dude, does this mean on Survivor they're in hotels?
I bet it is.
Oh my god.
Does this mean Easter Bunny's not real? No.
No.
I'm upset.
You're good. Easter Bunny is real for sure.
Yes. Madison says today could be a turning point. We could either stay in the service or get deep. So he decides to be a douchebag.
Okay, we can get deep.
All right, we can get deep.
What's your attachment style?
Yeah, I'm going to make you open up to me. And then when you do, I'm going to be really judgmental and cold towards you.
Yeah. We're going to make you feel like you're not enough and you're very flawed.
Yes. Before we get to that, though, she said something very interesting. He says, do you ever yell in conflict or get mean? And she says she's logical in conflict, but also she can't physically yell.
Oh.
Is she missing her yell?
Vocal cord issue or something.
She's missing, she didn't develop her yell genes.
Huh. Maybe she's like Taylor. She lost her voice.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's possible.
Yes. So he brings up attachment styles. Are you familiar with attachment styles, Ben?
Not really. What is it? Just therapist speak or something? Is it some sort of...
So
okay.
I brought this up on the podcast before, but I'll do it quickly. So the way I found out about attachment styles is about a little over a year ago, I asked my friend what conversations are like on online dating now, like what people talk about, like is their therapist speaking it, blah blah blah. And he says a lot of the first conversations that people ask him, like on like when they're chatting after swiping or whatever, is, are you in therapy? And then people will say, what is your attachment style? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because I had never heard of it, because I've been in a relationship for over 10 years. And apparently this is used in dating. And so that's when I became familiar with it, because like
I hadn't heard of it either. I just assumed I understood what it was after they started talking.
So I looked it up. Apparently it's based on
take a quiz, I'm assuming, or something.
I think you can just look, there are quizzes you can take, but you can also like look at it and be like, oh, this is what I am. But I think there's quizzes you
like
can
a
take.
Horoscope or something.
It's kind of like there's 4 styles. There's like anxious. Hold on, let's just look this up real quick. But basically it's based on like how you were treated as a child, and then like how that affects how you are now.
I see. If when you cried as a baby, if your mom and dad came in to pick you up and cradle you,
yes,
letting you cry it out. Yes.
So basically, when people say, what's your attachment style, they can basically judge who you are as a person, if they want to date you or not, based on your self-diagnosed attachment style.
What is it about humanity that we love to like put ourselves
in boxes? I know, I hate this shit. I'm an ENTJ. This is my attachment style.
I'm an ENTJ attachment style. This is my horoscope.
This is my blah blah blah. So there are 4 attachment styles. There's secure attachment. This is based on this is what AI is giving me, but this is generally pretty accurate. Secure attachment is people with secure attachment style feel comfortable with intimacy and autonomy. They have a positive self-image and are able to communicate their needs and emotions. Anxious attachment, people with anxious attachment style may have an extra sensitive nervous system. They may struggle with hyperactivation of emotions and hypervigilance for something going wrong. Avoidant, this is what Madison says she is. People with an avoidant attachment style may prioritize independence and self-reliance. They may find it challenging to fully trust or lean on others for emotional support. Disorganized attachment, people with a disorganized attachment style may have unpredictable and contradictory behaviors in relationships. They may have difficulty forming secure attachments. But then this is what my friend taught me. He's like, if you say you have secure attachment style, which is the one where you're like, oh, I don't think I have these issues, people can be like, oh, so you think you like don't need to work on things? You know what I'm talking about?
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Exactly. So like there's something you can do. It's like, and then if you're like, oh, I'm not in therapy right now, it's like, why aren't you in therapy? You know, it's like you don't need to be. Some people, have been in therapy, some people don't. It's also like, why are you asking somebody if they're in therapy the first question you ever ask them? That's a little presumptuous. What I don't get is like, when you do this stuff, it's like, I don't know, when I first started dating Maria, it was based on like going on dates and having fun with each other. It wasn't like it's like, why are
we come from a different time. I mean, you and I both met our partners in real life. We didn't meet them.
Yeah, but online dating was still like a thing, and I know people are trying to like jump steps to not have to go on as many first dates, but I still think that like it's not really a way to like live a life, and why a lot of online dating doesn't work, because it's not about it's
prejudging in a way.
And it's not about joy, it's not about fun, it's about like this kind of like weird shit. So when you go into stuff like I know in Love Is Blind, it's like you're marrying them, so you need to like jump to this stuff. But I think going to stuff like attachment styles, I'm like even judging people. It's so I hate it.
I mean, to me, it's like no different than Matthew doing his little survey questions.
Yeah.
Matthew was just ruder about it, I guess. I don't know.
I know. But I mean, I think
blatant. I don't know.
I think Alex was really rude about it.
No, he was. He definitely was.
I thought it was pretty awful, because she like really opens up to him. And then he's like, wow, I've just dealt with unhealed avoidant people, so now I'm scared. It's like, you could say this in so much of a nicer way, and you don't need to say like, I don't know, just when you...
he's making her feel less than. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, when I came in here, I thought you were my strongest connection, but I needed to think about it after the attachment style discussion. Maybe we're initially attracted to people similar to who we have dated outside of here. He's like, oh, maybe you're like my fucked up exes. That's basically what he says.
He does, for the record, he does apologize the next time they meet about that, saying
he does.
Relationship trauma.
You're right, and I do give him credit for that. Yeah. But I don't know. He still kind of rose me the wrong way in the next conversation.
Oh yeah, no, he did. Me too. Yeah,
with his like
very judgy. Very judgy.
Yeah, and it's like honesty is good, but you need to have some tact. Like it's like very like he is honest, which is good, but he doesn't have a lot of tact, and it's like pretty.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna leave here with anybody. I really don't.
I don't know. She's kind of like confusing.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's gonna do.
I could see her going for Mason more than Alex.
I mean, it would probably be a better idea for her.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It does seem like that, especially because Alex like won't even talk about sex.
Yeah.
And judges her. So they have a little bit of a sexy conversation about clothing and stuff. They say that they like each other. He says that the biggest turn on ever would be her in her high school volleyball uniform. So not her not him creating an app with her voice in it when she's AI. That would be
when she's AI.
Yeah,
for her
yes
fantasy.
So that's not it.
No, she really plays into it. Like I think in this scene in particular, she knows exactly what he wants, and she's
like, toying with them. She likes it. It's fun. I'm into it. Not sexually. I'm into it. I'm into it because I like that she's a robot, but not sex. She's Scarlett Johansson. Women's Lounge. Meg is asking about Mason's last name, and Vanessa says, "Oh, Madison said it was Czechoslovakian," and Meg says it was like a punch in the gut. So the women are starting to talk about it, but we barely see the guys talk at all. I think at one point Mason says, "Yeah, we don't talk, like we don't know what's going on." Usually the guys, I feel like, are very open about what's going on. And they're like, yeah, we had a heart-to-heart.
Last season especially they were.
Yeah, they were like, we're having a heart-to-heart. We just want everything to work out and blah, blah, blah. And then the women are more like secretive about it. But this one, the women are, they're being fake secretive about it. And they're starting to open up, but not directly.
No, in the men's quarters, they're like, there's these Egyptian tablets. Okay, so just we don't know what material they're made from.
Oh my god. Meg and Mason.
Baby girl.
Yes. Ooh, say it again.
Baby girl.
Ooh, yes.
You're very young. I don't want to hurt you.
You need to turn that soundbite down. It's too loud.
You're very young. I don't want to hurt you.
They talk again about liking the movie Her because is there a re-release coming out? Is it going to Netflix?
Yeah, 10th their 15th anniversary, something like that.
Wow, a movie this old and I've never heard. Oh, that's why I haven't heard of it because it's so old. He asks about the best Halloween costume ever.
Good God, Mason.
She says Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani is she's a singer.
I know. Ain't no holla back, girl.
Yes. No, I know. I knew you knew who she was.
Gwen Stefani.
Right? And it was really hot.
Flavor Flav?
Yes, I do. And it was really hot. He says, "Do you normally go sexy?" Like he asks everybody the same fucking question. And she's like, "Sometimes I'm sexy. Sometimes I do."
Leading them down the road to talk about.
I know. But can you believe that she says sometimes it's goofy, sometimes it's sexy, like every other person has answered? It's crazy. I thought his movie was Her, not Groundhog Day. She says if reincarnation is real, she's had quite a few lives.
Wow.
Did you like that humble brag about how real she is, or wise she is?
2,000 lives. Thank you.
Yes. She says she would be a butterfly. He says he would be a dolphin.
I have dolphins on aisle 2, please? All the time.
Wow, perhaps they would have been a good match.
Yeah, they were just put on different seasons.
Yes.
Oh, Brittany, not Brittany. Brittany was her name,
not Brittany.
Yeah, she was with Kenneth, right? That was his name.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, but he matched. Oh, and he would have been good with
Madison.
Meg or Madison,
Meg.
either one. Because
Who's
there's
the robot?
whoever the robot is. He loved his phone.
I think it was Madison.
He calls them both Scarlett Johansson. It doesn't matter. Every woman is a perfect robot for him. He says that dolphins are the OG good guy of the sea. I think dolphins are kind of assholes, right?
I guess.
I think dolphins have been known to
they bully
people.
I don't know how true that is. I know that they're one of the smarter species, and I know that they play for fun. They like to stay in large packs together.
Yes, I think they can be aggressive though. I'm not quoting this. I think I've heard things. I don't know. I could be wrong. He's probably a marine biologist. Not flip. There's an exception to no. I mean, they can be nice, obviously, but I think they can. They're smart, just like us, and we're not always smart. Yeah. What if there's Mason dolphins? What if there's David dolphins?
Yeah.
What if there's Hannah dolphins?
You know who I think aren't nice? Humans.
What?
Yeah.
What have we ever done wrong? What has any human ever done wrong?
Well, I'll tell you what we did wrong is. You know how many flippers we killed? When that
no. There's only one flipper and he's still alive. Nope.
How many flippers are dead at the bottom?
Stop. He says he's excited every time he leaves the pods with her, and he's also a lot more confused. Meg doesn't like this. She leaves the pods and says he was shifty and the energy was different. She doesn't think she's at the top anymore.
Yes.
She's at the bottom of the sea like the dolphins.
As skeptical about this relationship as she is that humans built the pyramids.
Yeah. So 100%.
So 100%. She heard on a Joe Rogan podcast that this guy is bad news.
Yes. She's going to go take some ivermectin to fix her relationship. Yes. Let's get to the Joey and Monica reveals. We head into episode 3. Monica says this whole experience reminds her of playing the lottery.
So you lose all the time?
Yeah, you're gonna lose money, but with Joey, she won. Okay. Let's get to the actual reveal. Okay, so they seem really happy. She loves his hair. She's jumping up and down. He's laughing.
They're a couple giggle bots is what
they're giggle bots, but
that first kiss was kind of lame. She thought it was amazing, or he thought it was amazing, but
the kiss? And even when they kiss later, there's no open mouth kissing, and I got shades of Leo when they were kissing. They were literally saying like they literally were saying moi after they were kissing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they were acting like they were feeling stimulated.
I don't know. I thought about that too, but then I was like, it could just be their personalities, like that they feel maybe weird about doing it on camera right away or something like that. I don't know.
I just feel like they had no sexual attraction to each other.
Maybe.
I didn't. I mean, I can see that, but I still feel
I can see her saying, "Oh, he's objectively good looking," but there's not the attraction there.
Well, exactly. That's kind of what I was feeling. Like I felt like there wasn't that like I feel like when there's that real romantic and physical attraction, even if they're nervous about the cameras, like you feel it, when they kiss, there's.
They might just be weird though, because they are kind of weird. Mm-hmm. They might just have that nervous energy, and it's like weird. And we might see them in Mexico in no time making out.
But I'm going to make a strong call and say they were overacting. They were telling, not showing, and that there's no sexual chemistry there.
And it's going to be like pulling teeth, getting them to the altar. Do we think?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's just my prediction.
Or are they just going to be lying to themselves the whole time?
Yeah, they're going to be going, oh my God, I love you so much. But
I love facial hair. There. Give here.
Come on, what is that? I love facial hair. Yay. Kissy. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Would you get engaged with me?
It's so weird.
We're 2 hours into this because we've played that cat soundbite.
I think we got 2 hours left with this episode.
Oh no, we got to wrap it up.
I love facial hair. Yay. Okay. She used to have a crush on Tarzan, all this good stuff. This is where they play a real song. They play Mad About You by Belinda Carlisle. I was like, what the fuck?
What? Based on the TV show?
Yep. The theme song for Mad About You. Okay. Taylor and Daniel, he says his happiest memory this past year was getting the call to come on Love is Blind because he knew his follower count was just going to be soaring through the roof.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yes. Ben and Sarah, are you happy we finally have a Ben on the show?
Finally.
Do you feel
get any good
seen?
sound bites out of it?
I don't think I haven't noticed any. Let me know if you hear any.
All right.
His name's not Max, so I don't really pay attention when he comes.
I figured.
Yeah.
Well, I was surprised you even realized there was a Ben on the show.
Yes, my attachment theory is secure, so I'm very attached to myself.
That's right.
I'm securely attached to myself. He really wants to let her know that he supports her sister and penguins. So he lets her know that. He talks about playing wiffle ball. She plays Halo and COD, and she played Red vs. Blue in Halo 1 when she was 8 years old and beat them. Have you heard about Red vs. Blue?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
It is.
So if you guys don't know, Red vs. Blue is like it was like a web series where they made the web series. It's like it's called a Machinima, I believe, in Halo, and then it got really popular and created this production company, Rooster Teeth, which actually shut down recently. But yeah, that's like a pretty big deal in the gaming world.
Legendary.
Made a lot of money, like legendary. Yeah.
If you're a millennial, you know what's up.
Yeah. Madison, she says that Alex pulling away in the real world would have made her pull away, but it actually made her realize she had feelings for him. So she wants to show him who she really is. Why don't you follow your fucking instincts?
Great question.
Okay. Madison and Alex. She's like, I need to get this guy to like me. So I'm going to gift him Beryllian.
I mean, this is the biggest move we've ever seen in the show's history.
Right? I know. This is better than the dog collar of the.
Yeah, it is.
I was a little disappointed about how new Beryllian was.
Yeah. Oh, you expected there to be like dirt on it. And it was maybe one ear was off or something.
Yeah, like Baba was old, and I'm like, oh, you just bought Beryllian like for the show. Like this is a little
pathetic.
Yeah.
Should have been a Shrek doll, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
And then she convinces him that she's healed. Her attachment, she's more attached.
She went to therapy immediately after the last session that they had.
She's used some Gorilla Glue. She's fixed it up.
And now she's got the secure attachment.
Yes.
And then, now he's going to be upset about that.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God, you think you're better than me? You're just like my ex.
I hope you have a great night with Beryllian.
And he's like, that's so hot. Oh my God. Oh my, are you AI?
Dude, little dude, did you invent the pyramids, man?
Yeah, dude.
Tell me everything tonight.
Tell me about those tablets. Madison and Mason have a boring conversation. Meg and Mason talk. She brings up how he was confused yesterday, and he's like, I've never connected with anyone like I've connected with you except for ChatGPT.
Right. But ChatGPT will not admit that the pyramids were made by aliens.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
He says, "I love." She says, "I love your energy. I love how you indulge my conspiracy theories." Everyone else tries to.
I don't have a friend in the world, and now you're my first.
They all drive me straight to the loony bin, and you just love it.
What's your 4chan handle? Can we link up?
He brings up the emerald tablets of Thoth. I looked this up on Wikipedia.
Did you?
The emerald tablet. I feel bad because I'm spreading conspiracy theories, but what are you gonna do?
You're trying to contextualize it for those.
No, I'm spreading conspiracy theories because those podcasts usually make more money than us.
Conspiracy theories, once upon a time, they used to be fun. They used to be like, it used to be like, oh, that's funny, that's cool.
Yeah, like Alex Jones used to be really fun. Used to,
You know what I mean, though.
No, I know. No, they did. Yeah. So the Emerald Tablets of Thoth is a pseudo historical. Oh, that's what you think, Wikipedia.
Historical
book written by cult leader. I don't like that term. Maurice Doreal, 1898 to 1963, and first published in the 1940s. Influenced by ancient Egyptian texts and Lovecraftian stories about part reptilian civilizations emerging from ancient Egypt-like ruins. It deals with Atlantis, an ancient race of serpent-headed men, alchemy, and a variety of other topics.
Hell yeah.
We're going to have to do a whole podcast.
That is sick. That's very cool.
Just one more detail. Doreal claimed that the text is the translation of a set of tablets he found in the Great Pyramid of Giza in 1925. It consists of 15 tablet chapters, each consisting of cryptic poems that cover a variety of topics, including alchemy, spirituality, the nature of the universe, Atlantis, and philosophy.
I love that Atlantis gets thrown in there.
Dude!
Atlantis. It's real.
Atlantis.
You gotta throw that one in there too. I'm just trying to think of all the list of things, and I want to throw that in the tablet.
Dude, this conspiracy is this is dope.
I love it.
Oh man. I love how after this she goes on, she's like, I've never felt better. This guy let me talk about the craziest
I want Mason
shit.
to choose Meg. I really do.
I need
them both on this show going forward. Oh,
I just imagine her like a flight attendant being like, you can now check out your laptops and computers, and let me tell you guys about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean.
Let me just explain to you folks, because we get a lot of questions about the jet. The fuel actually does not melt steel beams. And in case you were wondering, behind us in the air, yes, that is chemtrails.
Yeah.
Okay?
In the lounge, Madison says she likes both the guys she's with, and one of them needs to say, "You're my girl," to clinch it. But these guys, they're not saying "You're my girl."
No.
They're
saying you twerk. What are you wearing?
or like,
how low cut?
You're a shitty person for your childhood.
How many is the mini skirt?
Yeah.
Does it go up your butt?
Have we talked about her yet? That's the only thing I have to talk about.
Can you do the her voice again? I want to remember it for later tonight when I'm next to Berlin.
Lauren and David, talk about kids, blah, blah. Oh, they've never lived with another person, so they talk about division of chores, our favorite topic. I really love this. People that have never lived with anyone are like...
Now, this is what Lachey was talking about at the beginning of what needs to be talked about for love.
Yeah, chores.
Chores.
In confessional, David says Lauren is making this process confusing because teachers are they're nerds, and he's never been with one. But Molly's a dancer.
Ooh.
She's got he knows she's got the body of a dancer. So
the body of a dancer.
So yeah. David and Molly. Molly reveals she's not talking with anyone else. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Molly talks about how she's very busy at night and will come home late. And he's like, oh, that's good for, my lack of integrity and cheating. So I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even need an alibi. This is great.
This is where we get, I feel like, the 2025 version of politics. I feel like the season 7 version of politics was, oh, we don't like Trump. And then this one is, can't we just get along? This is the Love is Blind story.
More like season 6.
Yeah, this is what it's like. Can't we all just,
or season 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was that the Bartiz season?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it is. Pretty much. Okay, women's lounge. We get to see a fort, and then Meg is like, "So we're all gonna fuck in it." Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting really.
Hey, can I tell you guys about my fantasy now?
Yeah, guys, you gotta help me fulfill my fantasy. But Molly leaves the fort, and I thought that it was because. Oh no, Lauren leaves the fort, and I thought that it was because Molly said that Molly revealed her number 1, but maybe it was just because Meg said let's fuck, and Lauren got uncomfortable.
She got scared. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Lauren is pretty upset.
Not the good.
Quit messing with my club, or I'm gonna let you go.
So good.
So good.
So good. Was that Gwen Stefani?
Stefani.
Devin and Virginia. She says she's never dated anyone like the people in these pods, and he says, "What makes me different?" She says, "You're an amazing person."
Oh wow! So she dates
not amazing people.
A lot of non-amazing people.
Yeah. Devin and Brittany. We have some good questions here. Would you rather have your partner say someone else's name in bed or accidentally sext your mom? It's like, isn't this like an obvious one?
You would think.
Yeah. Would you rather have Whoopi Goldberg tattooed on your butt or get locked out of your house naked? Once again,
obviously
Whoopi. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want Whoopi on your butt?
What are we, stupid?
Yeah. We all should have that.
I already do have it.
Yeah. So, I'm saving
I have a Sister Act 2 tattoo on my
butt. He's upset that his middle name is Early. There's much worse middle names.
Yeah, what's the deal? Yeah, like late.
Yeah, that's Madison and Alex. Madison says these past dates have been clarifying, and she says they needed their negative moment, and that this is weird. She says she doesn't want to put pressure on him, but she would like to just focus on him, and he says sounds good. Wow. But then she's seeing Mason again.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't understand.
I think maybe his nagging has worked, I guess.
But she says, I just want to focus on you. But then she sees Mason after this, and she doesn't break up with Mason.
And usually the editors do try and do the timeline correctly, I think.
Pretty correctly. So is she fucking with Alex? Did he not give her enough of an affirmation? Because he was just like, oh, that's cool. I'm down with that.
I blame her attachment style, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's her attachment style. Yeah. She was pretty avoidant. He only likes gas station pickles.
Okay.
All right.
It sounds kind of gross. I don't know.
Yeah. She would give an alien a McChicken and a Diet Coke. That's what you give the people that built our pyramids? A Diet Coke?
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
A McChicken? At least treat them to some Popeyes or something.
Yeah, come on. At least give them a gas station pickle, something really refined.
Yeah, something really top shelf.
Yeah. Yes. She says that she gets so stressed out sometimes that she has trouble eating. And he's like, how would this affect our relationship? Because I don't think I could handle that. I'm scared again. I could never help you because I'm perfect.
He gets scared so easily.
He's very frightened. He's a little baby. He needs alien barely in to hug. And everything's about him, you know?
He's going to run into the bathroom stalls again.
Yes. It's really good to make people feel bad when they open up to you. He's really nice.
Run into those stalls and eat those gas station pickles, kiddo.
Yeah. And then he says he's not scared, but he is. Meg and Mason. Oh, there's a bug in Meg's pod. You know, I think that they could have been. I know.
There's a bug in here. There's a bug in here.
Who was that again?
Zenob.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do I remember the context? No. She asks if he's having sex on the getaway, and Mason says yes. Can you believe it?
I don't believe it. She should ask if there would be role play on the getaway.
I feel like that's a very interesting question to ask someone. Are you planning on having sex on the getaway? I'm like, well, it takes two to tango, so I don't know.
Am I masturbating or am I you tell me.
I don't know. You what do the tablets say?
Yeah.
They tell me.
The answer is always in the tablet.
Madison and Mason. Madison, she's eating beef jerky, and she says that she's carnivorous.
That is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Jesus, Mason. Get a fucking grip, man.
Everything is the hottest thing that he's ever heard.
Everything is so fucking hot.
Wow, you eat meat.
That is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
So he is I think he might take the cake from Shane.
No,
when it comes to horniest in the pods.
Shane was.
Shane emoted it more. Shane emoted it more, but the sheer consistency and volume of what this guy is doing
true.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Shane made Natalie his girlfriend and then had to go back for more because he couldn't help himself.
Yeah. Like cheese curds or an old fashioned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He couldn't help himself. He had to have more.
That is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Exactly. She says today made her rethink her connections, and she asks him what she thinks about the connections. And I'm like, so are you going to break up with him because you just told Alex that you just want to focus on him? And he says he doesn't have this connection with anyone else, and he says he's starting to develop feelings. And then Madison reveals to him that who's the other girl with a connection to? Oh, Meg says Meg is only dating you, which he didn't know. And Madison says, I don't want to, fuck over Meg, basically. So she's like, I'm taking Meg's feelings to account. So is Madison considering choosing Alex so that Meg can be with Mason so everybody is happy?
I think, that's the way I think she's trying to spin it, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I totally believe it.
I don't either. I think she's trying to put him in a position where he might have to choose sooner rather than later. I don't know.
Yes. But she doesn't break up with him or anything.
No, they're still going.
Yeah. And she says, my other connection is giving me more affirmation, and if it's not me, I can handle it. And he just says, yeah, it does suck to hear that you're getting affirmation from other people. It's like she's saying she wants affirmation from you, but you won't. I don't know. She doesn't end it. Is Alex going to be upset? That's what I'm curious about.
He's going to be scared. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be scared.
He's a scared guy.
Do you know what, Ben? Do you know what I'm noticing? She's being a little avoidant.
Wow. Wow. Whoa.
Clocked. Yikes. She said she was just gonna focus on Alex, and then she goes to see Mason and she avoids ending things with him.
Typical of
she is avoiding attachment style.
Wow.
Clocked.
Wow.
And when the
below your attachment styles.
Yes, please.
How they make you feel as a person.
And
not yourself.
When the aliens show up, she said that she would avoid giving them a good meal. So she'd give them a McChicken and a Diet Coke.
Yes. Folks, also comment what you would give the aliens.
Yes.
Food only, fast food only.
Yeah.
Would it be a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich? Would it be a bowl of spaghetti, from Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti Restaurant? You let us
know. So Meg in Virginia, she says she doesn't know what's going on, but you have to risk it for big love, Meg says. And she says, you never know with those artistic free thinkers like Mason. He's not a free thinker. He has his mind on one thing. The movie Her.
Role play.
And role play. Yes. Meg says something at the end that really stands out to me.
I think half of us could leave here engaged. I hope so. Hunger Games, baby.
I'm pretty sure in the Hunger Games, only one person survived, at least in the first one. Or only one person was supposed to survive in the Hunger Games, and two people survived.
Yes.
J-Law
and the other guy survived.
And PETA, played by the guy from the meme. Well, what's his face?
PETA.
Yeah, the guy who played PETA. What's his face? Hunger Games are supposed to die. Not half of the people survive.
Yeah. Well, maybe she has intentions.
Yeah, I don't think half of we don't know.
Is there security there? We don't know.
She's a conspiracy theorist. They're a little unruly.
A little nutty.
Yeah.
You never know when they're going to snap.
We don't know what those ancient tablets said. We're not going to read them. Maybe we should. Maybe we should be ready.
It would be in our best interest, defense-wise.
Yeah, maybe she's been to Atlantis.
Yeah. Maybe Atlantis told her to do bad things. I don't know.
Bad things by our morality, but not by the sea world. Not sea world, but the world of the sea morality.
Well, we have already talked about the dolphins' morality.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
We're skeptical. What type of attachment style do dolphins have, by the way? That's one thing I'd like to know.
Anxious.
Oh no.
Yeah, really bad.
Oh no.
Which is what I'm pretty sure is the kind that Alex has, and I don't trust him.
Good.
It's not good. It's not good. Yeah. Well, this has been a fun time. Over 2 hours of Love is Blind recapping. A lot of stuff to talk about. We'll be back tomorrow, the 15th, recapping episodes 3 through 6. And then we're going to be back probably Monday over at the Patreon, patreon.com/reality alert with Love Center, our Patreon exclusive recap show where we will be going through all the social media of the week. We're going to be recapping we're going to be talking about our predictions for what is to come and going through some sound bites and giving out some superlatives, our awards for the week.
Woo!
Ooh. And also leave us a voicemail, 1-804-BAD-BOYS. That's 1-804-223-2697. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/reality alert, or follow us on Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast so you know when we're going live, or check out our funny memes or all of that good stuff. Anything else, Ben?
Turn on notifications on YouTube to see when we're going live as well.
Yes.
That's it.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.